Alright, so now we'll be just reacting to a couple of videos I thought were a little bit of interesting.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly
Hello.
documentaries. Today, we'll be looking into the many victims of Pokimane, the creators who lost or almost lost their career by challenging or critiquing the quote Queen of Twitch. Looking back at the late 2010s, Pokimane wasn't nearly as much of a controversial figure as she is today. He being seen as a wholesome creator who kept herself out of drama. That would be up until October 2018, when Keemstar would make a tweet calling a fully grown SS Nightwolf fanboy a quote virgin. Following the call-out, the adult fanboy would delete his entire Twitter account, and Pokimane would reply in a tweet
I missed a lot of shit. Hold on. Happy 26th birthday to my favorite YouTuber in the whole wide world, Sniper Wolf. She is so pretty, sweet, caring, funny, and such a good friend to her fans. She's amazing. The Wolfpack loves her so much. Holy shit. I've never seen such a fatherless fucking tweet in my whole life. Keemstar just responded to that, like, said, what is a virgin?
Would make a tweet.
Well, you got yourself your explanation, huh?
Virgin. Following the call-out, the adult fanboy would delete his entire Twitter account, content creator, but you probably shouldn't hate on innocent fans. Do better, Keem, where Keemstar would reply with a video stating,
Pokey, this is like a man, a full-grown man, and I jokingly called him a virgin. This whole overreaction thing is a bad look for you.
Who's really overreacting in that situation?
While the drama was nothing more than two creators arguing over what jokes were appropriate, this is where we introduced the first victim of Pokimane, Boblax. At the time, Boblax was a small but up-and-coming content creator who posted internet news and archived internet dramas on his 6,000 subscriber YouTube channel. On the 2nd of November 2018, Boblax would upload a video archiving the situation titled Keemstar vs Pokimane Twitter Fight, Bullying SS Nightwolf Fanboy, which was an 11-minute compilation of the dispute between Keemstar and Pokimane. Within a couple weeks of uploading, the video would begin to go viral, gaining Boblax over 500,000 views in one day, as well as almost 2,000 new subscribers.
Holy shit.
For Boblax, this was a potentially life-changing day. As he would tell me, I felt ecstatic and motivated when it blew up. Fortunately, that success would be cut short after he received a copyright claim and later a copyright strike from Omnia Media, a multi-channel network affiliated with Pokimane. By the 6th of November 2018, Boblax took to Twitter to express his thoughts about the situation. Gotta love YouTubers Pokimane putting false copyright claims on my video and forcing them to be taken down for up to 30 days. What followed was a flurry of tweets.
No, just fucking copyright striking other channels, especially smaller channels. It's not like they're cutting you deals or some shit. God, I can't. Damn, bro.
YouTube uploads that detailed the steps
Boblax
was taking to rectify the situation, from trying to contact Pokimane directly to talking about it to Keemstar and various other YouTubers in hopes of resolving the claim. Although Pokimane's intentions weren't clear, leading Boblax to make various speculations, it was evident that her actions were specifically aimed at this channel, given that other videos using the same clips remained on the platform.
I'm just kind of making this video to show you guys, like, kind of the true side behind some of these YouTubers. The reason she took this down is because she didn't want to.
Yeah, exactly. She didn't want to have you, but it's like, why? It's a small YouTube channel. It's not like taking away your revenue or something like that.
Yes.
Fainted argued that Pokimane was
slobbering on her fucking meat. Oh shit. All these fucking YouTubers are just bullshit, dude. Well, most of them are just fucking wild. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's fucking weird these days.
Controversy involving Pokimane and Boblax might have.
Dude, what is that? What the thick shit am I looking at, bro? Selfie ass, bro. Look at that shit. What the fuck is that?
And it definitely was a moment of frustration that shouldn't have been, like, publicized in that way, for sure.
If it's a moment of frustration, that doesn't fucking mean you fucking copyright strike someone and make him lose his fucking channel. And 2,000 subscribers in 2018 YouTube, just like that guy said, is like huge, dude. You cannot fake that shit. It's huge. Fucking wild, bro.
So, as a lot of people already know, Streamers will claim videos that use their content very frequently, like the biggest streamers, Ninja, Shroud, Daquan, whoever else, right? And they will claim not only like full re-uploads, but also things where there's like compilations, where it's just like partially their content. They will claim part of that video or the whole video, even if it's just like 1 to 2 minutes and a compilation, but it is using their content. That is a very common thing. Now, under that assumption, if that video is not fair use and they can claim it for revenue, even though it's a compilation, the same thing would apply to Boblax's video. So if compilations are fair use, then literally all the top streamers and what all DMCNs are doing is incorrect.
See, again, you're just saying that it's not my fault. You're just, take fingering your butt and just going around those circles. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So that's what pushed me to think a compilation like that with no heavy editing and no commentary is not fair use.
Okay, but you didn't obviously claim it just for monetization use.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
a different situation.
Yes, but at the end of the day, my point is just whether or not it's fair use.
Again, you should just fucking, oh my god, dude. This is retarded.
Pokimane might have been
Holy shit.
to make his critique of her with an interview, but the approach she took to silencing It's a Gundam was vastly different. On the 14th of May 2020, It's a Gundam posted a video titled "Simba willingly goes homeless for Pokimane." The video mostly consisted of It's a Gundam reading tweets and making light of Pokimane's fans who seemed overly dedicated to her.
I saw your 1K donation to our last stream. That's crazy, bro. I'm still
1K
donations. Poke Squad donated a little less this month because 4 months of rent were overdue, but still gotta do it.
Why? Why you gotta do it? Oh my fucking god, dude. This actually it actually mind boggles me, dude. What the fuck do you mean gotta do it? You don't gotta do it. 4 months of rent. And you're donating to a virtual lady, dude. What the fuck? I get it, my wife's been bugging me about this whole day, promise. What?
Oh yeah, Poke. Oh, I love her. She's amazing. What does this one do? Poke is kawaii. Then the next guy goes, yeah, man, I get it. My wife's been bugging me about this holiday I promised her like 8 months ago. But the squad comes first. Devoted hashtag Poke Squad. Think about that line. You have to be in. Basically, you're married. And instead of paying for a vacation that would probably get your wife off your ass, you gave it to Pokimane.
Even though the video was very well received by viewers and everyone managed to get a good laugh out of it, Pokimane was far from
Of course.
In situations
Village
like this,
asshole.
I don't want to keep letting false things run rampant because most people will.
This is not false things. Someone is actually donating your channel like thousands of dollars. Point blank, bruh.
Not go through the effort of looking up the tweets like I have a voice and I want to utilize it to stand up for what I think is right.
Sadly,
Alright, go ahead.
Pokimane decided to use that voice to attack It's a Gundam's livelihood.
Bruh, again?
To be fair, I actually can't believe anyone would sponsor these shenanigans.
It's a
Alright. Leafy,
always
holy
been a
shit,
constant
haven't
feature
heard that
of
name in a
YouTube,
long
from
time.
Twitter being with Keemstar to entire videos dedicated to insulting iDubbbz.
Leave entire image in front of her fucking loser fanface.
Now, it's important to remember that Pokimane had kept her relationship status a secret, and to the 2 million people who just watched Leafy's content knew this revelation came as a complete shock. In typical Leafy
Why?
fashion, he created
Dude, do they like fucking visualize or fantasize about her that much to the point where it hurts them that she has a boyfriend, dude? What the fuck? This is actually mind-boggling to me, dude. Like, why would you fucking care?
hashtag Pokimane of August 2020.
Oh my god, here we go with the tears and shit. We're gonna lower the
My
volume.
friends, since quarantine began, it's been hard for me to find the same joys and motivation for creating
She gonna-
content.
oh,
the things
okay.
I look
I thought she was
forward
gonna
to the
talk.
most, like Metal Slayer. This prompted other creators to rush to her defense and called Gideon a quote misogynist.
Oh,
It's sad
no.
how Pokimane still has to deal with misogyny and harassment in 2022. And it's even more sad how I have to say this publicly because people are afraid to
But why
stand
is
up.
everything? I just have this fucking question. Every single thing someone, targets a part of or someone, an individual from a group of people, they call them a misogynist or an anti-Semitist or whatever the fuck. That's not how it works. If maybe you hate that person individually, not the whole group. I don't know why I tell people, like, if you hate one woman, it doesn't mean you're a misogynist, alright? You love other women. Like, what the fuck? Doesn't make any sense.
Up and say that she's being treated poorly because they'll be called a simp. To really drive her point home, Pokimane later went on stream to express her disappointment with how Twitch handled the situation.
I have no clue how someone who was already harassing me on Twitter for the week got partnered on Twitch. And then during their first stream continued to do that for like an hour and then got a 2-week suspension. Like, is that really the kind of partners you want, Twitch? I don't understand.
That led to like Ninja sending her a message telling her, I don't know, like threatening her or something like that. He was like, oh, you don't want to do this, you know, I don't want to fucking, you know, I know where you live or some shit like that. I think he told her something like that. And then she was like crying on camera and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Midnight Cookie Cookies.
Oh,
At a first
yep.
glance, this seems like a regular influencer product launch, but once viewers
She
peel
made
back,
her own, I know this one, she made her own cookies and then she started shitting on these cookies. And she's like, oh, these are like absolutely fucked up. They're the worst types of cookies, go fuck yourself and I can eat them. Buy my cookies for $28, dude. Wait, $28 or $40? I don't know, I don't remember. Something like that, something like that shit.
cutesy facade marketing hype, they notice a few glaring issues. For one, the added 3 mcg of vitamin D that Pokimane uses to claim the product is healthy is far below the data required dose for it. At $28,
Yeah, $28, dude. What the
to
fuck?
add insult to injury, Pokimane made sure to label her fans who called her out on the cookies broke idiots in the latest
Broke idiots. Wow. Yeah, if you don't buy my product, you're a broke idiot.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies?
Shut the fuck up, Logan.
It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but you're a broke boy, just make them.
As you can see, it's $7 for one bag of Mina cookies, which at a glance might seem like a better deal than the Costco ones that are $10. Until you realize that the Costco ones have 3.5 times more cookies than the ones that Pokimane is selling, evidenced by the weight being 4 ounces on Pokimane's bag and the weight being 14 ounces on the Midnight Cookies from Costco. Now, 4 divided by 14 is 0.28, so you are getting 28% of what you could be getting from Costco
Damn,
for only $3 more.
That's wild, dude. That's nice. Alright. What are we thinking about this one, huh? It was nice to know your internet hunter that you wouldn't miss. Yeah, Pokimane is coming for you, man. She's fucking you up. Let's realize that some dude stopped paying his rent for a month so that he could be a simp and a drug addict and more financially responsible. Actually fucking sad. Honey's tuning out, man. Wholesome streamer. She's not a wholesome streamer, dude. Coming person engineer for everywhere she says, yeah. That's what I think. Jack Doherty is the worst YouTuber.